All right, today's episode on Tequila Forever, Forever Tequila, Lost Lore, High Proof Blanco, and Lost Lore, High Proof Reposado. 98 proof for both these babies. Now, this is coming out of the Blanco distillery, NOM 1414. Now, a little bit about this tequila brand. From what I read is that the founder's story is that his great-grandfather made agave spirits in the early 1900s, and then that craft was passed down to his grandfather and to his father, and then it was lost with him. And as a child, I guess he was really intrigued with knowing that he came, from a family of distillers. He was very curious and eager to learn the craft that was lost. So all this grew into a passion, for agave spirits, and then that's how the Lost Lore tequila brand was born. So this tequila is going to be similar to, the other brands coming out of that NOM. Stone Oven Brick. They use the champagne yeast. It's copper stills. These bottles are handcrafted artisanal bottles. They use deep well water. And I believe for the Reposado, they use American white oak, previously used whiskey barrels. I'm only assuming I couldn't find these on their websites to get exactly the information on it, but I'm assuming that they use the same one for the regular Reposado. And as for this one, I'm not sure what it came out of the stills, but 49% ABV, that's all we need to know for now. And then the prices for these bad boys, I believe the Blanco is running anywhere from like $70 to $80, and the Reposado, it's about 85 to 90, and it all depends, of course, on where you purchase. The lowest that I have seen it on special was perhaps maybe like 75 for the Reposado. Anyways, I already got my glasses poured up. That way they can kind of open up a little bit, and we can go ahead and start talking about, these tequilas. So let's go ahead and start off with the Blanco. So we'll take a look at it here in the glass. You can see that this is crystal clear. I see the oils right here sticking onto the glass. It looks really nice. Now, on the nose on this tequila, what I'm picking up is some mint, brine. There is a little bit of citrus notes in there, cinnamon, and then like some caramelized agave. There's a little bit of a minerality to this, and it's probably gonna be from the deep well water. So I'm gonna say this is a little bit green, like herbal, and I'm also getting like a little spicy note in there. I'm gonna say it's somewhat like a jalapeno, but it smells really nice, really clean. I do like it. Like when you put your nose to it, you don't really get strong vapors of alcohol or anything like that. And it could have been too that I let it open up for a few minutes. Now, what I'm gonna say that everything on the nose seems to be very well balanced. I like that. So now let's go ahead and get down to talking about the flavors. All right. So I'm gonna let that settle in just a little bit. That little taste, you know what I mean? There's a little bit of like a light burn. Of course, that is the first taste of the day, but it's very flavorful. All right. So what I'm gonna say about this tequila is that it's silky. Has a nice mouthfeel to it. Tons and tons of flavor. Picking up a lot of, minerals. A lot of those spicy notes in there. Definitely getting brine and like pepper, maybe like some sweet, bell pepper or something like that. I'm gonna say it is a little bit briny. And I'm also getting those citrus notes in there, And even on the taste, what I can pick up also is like some anise. So I'm gonna say with all the flavors that I picked up on this tequila, they're very well balanced. I like that. It's definitely a good thing. Right now, the finish that I'm getting on this tequila is a little bit of like a bitterness on the finish, and that could be from maybe a little bit of that anise taste or something. But I'm gonna say that it's really good. I like it. I think it's a really good tequila. Now let's go ahead and get down to doing the reposado. And then we'll take a look at it here. I should have turned this around earlier, but we'll take a look at it here in the glass as well. It's very little bit, so I was like, better get down to doing this review quick before they're gone. They're delicious. So I'm looking at it here. This is like a light gold color. It has a really nice color to it. And I'm gonna go ahead and give this a little swirl as well. And right away, what I'm noticing is that this seems thicker than the Blanco, but they both hold up very well. Let me tell you, the Reposado has a lot of the Blanco notes, shining through. I still get a very light brine in there. I'm still getting a little bit of citrus, some cinnamon. You're still getting the caramelized agave. You're also getting caramel in there. There's a little bit of mint. I'm gonna say there's a little bit of vanilla. And then I'm also picking up, some butterscotch. So what I want to say about this tequila, on the nose, I feel like this is a Blanco. Well, I feel like this is the Blanco with just a little bit of flavor. You know what I mean? And that's a very, very good, reposado. When you can taste the Blanco and then just have a little bit of character, a little bit of barrel notes, that just influence the Blanco just a little bit. But everything well balanced once again on the nose. I think that it just smells, really, really good. And then there's a little bit of pepper. There's a little bit of pepper on the nose as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the tasting. We'll talk about the flavors. Wow, now that's good. So I'm gonna say on this one, it's a little bit creamy, versus the Blanco. I'm gonna say that it was like silky. So I think that time that it spent in the barrel kind of mellowed it down a little bit, and then it just became a little bit more, viscous. So I said this one's a little bit more creamy. It's actually really, really good. I still get the minerals in there. I can still taste the the spice, like maybe the jalapeno, some bell pepper. I can still taste the brine. I still get a little bit of that cinnamon and mint in the flavors. You do pick up the caramel, citrus notes, vanilla. So I'll tell you guys like this. Both these tequilas are excellent. You can't go wrong with either one. But I would say I recommend both of them. If you like Blancos and you're into the high proof tequilas, this is a very good Blanco. I think I'll give this one like an 88. I think it's really good. Highly recommend it. And then for the Reposado, I'm gonna give this bad boy a 90. Everything's well balanced. I'm not gonna say it's like all crazy complex and everything, but everything's well balanced. You definitely get everything clear on the nose, on the flavors. It has a very nice finish to it. It's not like super sweet or anything like that. You know what I mean? But there's a little bit of a pinch of sweetness in this tequila. But I think it being the higher proof and the Reposado, I think it's just very well balanced. Everything is good. So this one I'm going with a 90. And I'll tell you guys like this. If I had to choose from one of these two tequilas, I would go with the Reposado. Reason being is you get pretty much all the characteristics you want from the Blanco, but just a little bit of touch from the barrel. You know what I mean? So it's an excellent Reposado. 90 is what I'm going with this one, 88 on this one. Like I said, you can't go wrong with either one, but if you want a Blanco with a little bit of flavor, this is gonna be it, you know? So if you guys have tried this, let me go ahead and put in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys looking to try this, I believe this one is lot number 1, bottle 218. So it's the first lot. And the same thing for the other one. This one is lot number 1, bottle 286. Salud.